Guys, Donnie here, and welcome to this week's episode of Stocks for Stoners. I'd like to welcome you guys if you're new, if you're old, whatever, because hey, I'm trying to get this channel up and going, and you're watching, so thank you. Anyway, let's get going. This week, I just wanted to talk about, well, the markets. We've had a lot of red markets, and that sucks, right? You've had some good days, you've had a lot of bad days. I've seen a lot of red. Past couple weeks, I have seen a lot of red. And that's what I wanted to come here and talk about, is the fact that, hey, don't be scared, guys. This red is only temporary. I remember just a year ago when the pandemic started, I was starting to buy things at that point because a lot of stuff had gone in the red, decreased exponentially. I mean, there was a point where Tesla was at like $86, I think, or something, $84, somewhere around there. But I looked at it as that opportunity to buy in and buy stocks and, save a lot of money, because a lot of these stocks at the points I was looking at them before the pandemic, they were pretty expensive and stuff. So anyway, that's kind of what I wanted to, the way I look at it right now, I guess. The stocks are in the red. We've been having, this iffy market because people are afraid of inflation. People aren't sure what's going on with the president. People don't know how the market's going to react as we're opening up from COVID. There's all kinds of things out there that are just really affecting the market, and not in a good way. It's affecting it in a negative way. There are some things in the market, sure, there's recovery stocks and things like that tend to look good at certain times. Things that, might have something to do with the vaccines, or just something that, home shopping, like eBay or, Amazon, things like that. Things that people are using right now. Those things tend to go into the green right now, but they are sometimes dipping back in the red. I think Amazon is kind of back and forth right now and stuff. I'm not saying any suggestions on who you need to look at. I'm just things that I've been looking at. I pay attention to the industry a lot more than I really like to sometimes, and I tend to absorb a lot more information than I need to. So anyway, some of these things, they might look bad. Like, oh crap, it's been a whole week. My account's gone from $2,000 in this stock here down to $1,000 in this stock. And that sucks. I mean, and I'm looking at the same types of things. I'm looking at all that with my crypto. I'm looking at that with my, my stocks and stuff like that. And I mean, especially crypto, like if you know anything about the Dogecoin, you probably watched the Dogecoin get up into those 70s, you're getting pretty happy, and then all of a sudden, boom, after Elon's on Saturday Night Live, that just dropped down because everybody wanted to sell and make a profit real quick. And, it's going back up. It dropped down into the 40-cent range again, which is actually, in my opinion, still pretty freaking good, because even though it went red into the 40-cent range, if you'd gotten into Doge when it was pre-5 cents, pre-nickel, pre-penny, you're really fucking happy right now. It doesn't matter if it dropped back down to 40 cents, goes to 50 cents, or whatever. You're doing pretty good. I mean, I'm not recommending anything, and not recommending any coins, cryptos, any of that, but I did invest into Dogecoin, and I'm very glad I did. In fact, last night, after the Dogecoin started dipping and it dropped down into that 40-cent range, into the 40s, I did invest again, and I put a little more money towards that. So that's just because I have faith in it. I've done my research and see where it's going, and I pay attention to the community and stuff like that. So that's why I decided to put more money into it when it dipped down into those 40-cent range, because I knew the price was going to go back up, and if you look at it, it is going back up. So no concerns there. But again, that's what I wanted to tell you guys. Like, don't be concerned because the market is going red. Don't get scared because you put your money into HCMC or Zomedica or Apple or Tesla or any of these companies. All of a sudden you're like, man, I bought in at this price and now I'm losing money. Don't worry. Just be a bag holder for a little bit. That's what they like to call it. You're a bag holder because you're holding on to the bag because you're waiting for that profit. So, you're just going to have to be a bag holder for a little bit. Sometimes, it could be a good thing. Say you've sold a few things and made a profit over here with these stocks and things like that. Sometimes it is a good thing to sell some stocks that are in the red, at least recover some money out of that, and then use that to invest into something else. And that tends to, it looks good on your taxes when you're selling stuff at a loss, because now you're able to claim that loss on your taxes and stuff like that. That's something to talk to. That's something you would talk to a CPA about, not listen to me. Again, not a financial advisor, just here for entertainment and educational purposes. So, guys, I don't want to take too much of your time. I know this is just kind of a ramble video about not being scared of the red market. So, like I said, just look at it as an opportunity that as you come up with cash, say you wanted to go out and buy a new video game, or you wanted to go and buy a new bag of weed, or some clones, or whatever. You were going to go spend money and just on something that you would basically just waste, or, oh, let's go buy a bottle of liquor, whatever. These things you could tend to take, instead of buying that bottle of liquor and that bag of weed, buy just the bag of weed and use the money from the bottle of liquor and invest it into something that's red right now that you have a good feeling about. Again, I'm not telling you to go and invest in anything red that's bad. I'm just saying if it's something that is a good company that you've done your research on and they are just slightly dipping into that red into a price that looks good for you to pick them up at because you believe that price is going to go up, it is definitely a good time to do it. And I'll leave you with this. I'm probably going to paraphrase this. I am not going to say the exact words, obviously, but I'll leave you with this. Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world, obviously. He's been around investing since fucking Jesus walked the earth, right? So Warren Buffett said that if you can't watch half of the money you invested disappear in one day and not be concerned about it, if you can't do that, then you shouldn't be investing money. And again, I said, I'm paraphrasing there. If you go look it up, it's not quite as long as what I said there, but basically what he said is true. If you can't take that money that you've invested, say you're investing $500 into something, and you can't watch that $500 turn into $250 and not be upset about it, then you shouldn't be investing. You should be saving, basically. So if you can be okay with that, if you're okay with watching that 500 turn into 200, 250, sometimes completely vanish on you, as in the case of Poodle Token recently, version 1 and version 2, the version 1 of Poodle Token. If you couldn't watch that money just disappear, which I know people are going to probably say something in the comments, well, Poodle's got version 2 now. That's not what I'm talking about. If you didn't know about version 2 and you watch version 1 just completely go to zero on you, if you're okay with that, then that's a good thing. If you're not okay with that, then don't invest. So anyway, guys, looks like we have plenty of time here that I could continue rambling, but I'm not going to piss you off. So you guys have a great day. Remember to do your due diligence before you make any investments out there, especially when it comes to cryptocurrency these days. There is a lot of shit tokens that you could throw money at, and it's just going to go to complete crap. So be careful, do your due diligence, and guys, you have a great week. And don't forget to kiss your mothers for Mother's Day. And for all the moms out there,